Hey guys, it's me again, Monoposto F1 World, and we are back with some more From Zero to Hero Oscar Piastri F1 Career content. And we're here for round number 13, the Belgium Grand Prix. For sure, it will be an interesting one, so be sure to watch until the very end. And let's dive into this, starting of course from our McLaren app and our team's members. What do they got for us today? This GP. And we'll start with Sophie, our physiotherapist. So once again, she's inviting Oscar to eat with her. She's not being straightforward, but still, I get what she meant by this message. But we'll leave Oscar to sort it out by himself, as we only playing for him in qualifying and races. So we'll just skip this for now and go to our second man as our engineer. He's saying that this track is the longest in F1 calendar. Yeah, he's right. So 18 corners. Yeah, I think that's also accurate. Our engineer is, as always, straight to the point. So another thing to mention, that we'll have some sorts of upgrades coming to this weekend. And that will allow us to overtake. I'm glad actually that McLaren decided to improve the car, just to make sure we don't fall back against Alpines, other cars around us. It's pretty close between all the midfield cars, but we go forward to our newsman. He confirms what our engineer told us. So McLaren, Alpha Tauri, and even Williams decided to upgrade their cars this GP, and the rest of the teams will actually do it before the Italian race, the next race in the calendar. So we might actually get a really good chance to earn some points and even go for podium, if we qualify well. Who knows? But before we get into it, we have still two more people to check. So firstly, our strategist, who says there is a chance of rain on race day. But if it's dry, we go for a one-stop strategy. So finally, after a few races with high tire wear, and we get a race with low tire wear, and will be in a one-stop. Of course, if the rain doesn't come and spoil the party, maybe it will be good for us. But anyways, so Mark Webber tells us that we need to prepare for something. So firstly, long corners, the Eau Rouge corner, and the unpredictable weather. That could really be a factor this weekend, and it's time to go into the qualifying session. Let's do this. Well, we are seeing another sunny day, but this time we are in Belgium. A super long and difficult track. And yeah, according to my Friday practice session, our car is really good. I would say, yeah, we should be as high as Lando in P5 maybe or so. But here is our first qualifying lap. Again, a glitch in the DRS system going into the first corner. It's important to wider the line before the entry. Then we have this run to Eau Rouge, my favorite corner in this game, and basically in F1. Then to the Camel Straight, ERS and DRS. Then you need to brake around 50 meters before the corner to make this turn 4, I guess. Then this long right-hander. It's important to lift off at the right moment so you not hit the grass or even the wall. Then we skip some corners to this right and left-hander. Then this corner, also tricky, and oh, I make a mistake here while I'm commentating this. And I think this lap is ruined, so we have to start another one. And yeah, it's basically about Belgium, that you need a perfect lap to be, I don't know, even in top 10. And Stroll is only 2/10 from the leader. So in order to get into the top 10, you need a super lap time. And this is what I'm trying to get. A little bit inaccurate in that turn 5. But still an okay lap for now. This right-hander is good as well, and the fast left-hander also more or less acceptable than this flying left-hander, as I called it. And I uploaded some videos in our Discord server illustrating that. I just jumped like in rallycross or something and spun it into the wall. But yeah, we're here completing our first strong lap, and it's important to not mess up this bus stop chicane, but we're all good, and it's a personal best lap time, and it will be only P20 and 2, so no progress made. We still have 2 more laps, but it's not looking really great at the moment. Yeah, in the beginning of the qualifying, I mentioned your car is on fire. We can hope for a good result, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure now as we go through the track in Belgium. So far, apart from the turn 1, where I messed up the braking point a bit, maybe. Apart from that, the lap should be good, and maybe this lap will put us into the top 10. And we deploy ERS all the way down this straight. Can we get Orlando? He's in P6. I want that P5 badly. As we hop onto a curb in the last corner, ERS and DRS, and what? Now we find ourselves in P1 after this qualifying. What a result! What a result! 1 minute 28 seconds and 8/10, and we are nearly 3/10 clear of Hamilton. Of course, I don't want to risk anything here, so we will just finish our qualifying. But let's go through our qualifying results. And it's me on pole once again, our 3rd pole this season. Alongside us is Lewis Hamilton, who qualifies the current championship leader. Checo Perez, then Russell, Max, Alonso, Norris is in as high as P7. He will fight for points together with us. And then Leclerc. Yeah, Ferrari's having a poor qualifying. Because Gasly separates them. Thanks to their upgrades, I guess. So Sainz. Then we have Stroll, Albon, Magnussen, Bottas, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Ocon, Joe, Schumacher, and Latifi. Yeah, both Alpines had a mare in this qualifying. So, is this our chance to grab that P5? Well, there is only one way to find out. And I will see you guys in the race. Before we continue, let me ask you one question. Are you subscribed to the Monoposto F1 World channel? If the answer is no, let me show you how you can do that in just 5 seconds. Yes, 5 seconds of your time and a massive support for me. Let's do this. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Subscribe, all notifications, like to the video, and it's only 5.5 seconds of your time. Now let's get back to the video. And straight from the grid, the first surprise to our eyes is that it's wet. Not soaking, but certainly wet here in Belgium. Our engineer warned us that it could potentially be raining on Sunday. And here we are. Some adjustment to our wing setup, more grip, intermediate tires, and let's go. So 5 red lights. We're starting from pole in round number 13 in Belgium. Lights are out, and away we go. We try to cut off Hamilton, but he squeezes through. Now we fight back into turn 1, but we go a little bit deep. Look behind us, and it's Paris and P2, and he's gaining on us. We move to the left to guard the inside. Oh, he goes through, and so does Max. Oh my god, the 2 Red Bulls are so quick. There, and we have a virtual safety car. What happened there? I just couldn't see really. But someone is out of this race already. That's for sure. I hope it's not Lando. We need to wait until everyone crosses the finish line. Well, not everyone, yeah. And the leaders only, but now we need to defend against Hamilton. It's not an easy task, and to make matters worse, we'll lock up into the last pair of corners, and Hamilton goes through into P3. And whoa, Norris is out of this one. How? He was just there behind us. We looked at him, but now he's out. Let's see a replay of that. So we see Russell aggressively turning into Norris, and potentially that could lead to a DNF. I don't know. Maybe Russell should be penalized for that. Anyways, we have a virtual safety car now. 2 virtual safety cars in 2 laps. Let's just skip to the end of this period. And Hamilton is just miles ahead of me. Then we have Leclerc right on our back. Thankfully, yeah, the tires are still in good shape. Hopefully they can go till the very end of this race. Really, but now we'll find out who's out of this GP. And ooh, there's a whole bunch of drivers who are out of this one. Oh my god. Alonso, Russell DNFs for 3rd straight race, I think. What a disaster for him. I guess no penalties. for him after all. He probably started a massive crash there with Lando DNF and then the rest of the people, I guess. But we also saw Schumacher on that list, so it means one last car for Alpine. And that is good news for us, as we are running in P4. Although Lando DNF, we can score a whole load of points if we will be able to stay on track in such conditions. Yeah, we skip to lap 5. We still have Leclerc on our back, but we still defended against him. So lap 6, same picture. Leclerc is around 1 second behind us, but no attacks for now. So yeah, lap 6, yellow tire still. So we crossed the line. Oh, what? And we just got screwed up by the rain again. Are you kidding me, guys? We are in P1, but everyone else going to the pits. Oh, that was nasty. Yeah, from the rain. To start falling such moments, we just couldn't really see guys in the pit lane. But we finally crawled back to the pits. The gap between me and Perez was about 4 seconds, of course. No doubt Perez will keep his lead, but he's on the hard tires. So 3 laps left, and the leader of this Grand Prix is on the hard tires. I don't know what was Red Bull strategist thinking. However, with that 8.8 seconds lead, as we leave the pit lane side by side with Stroll, and he goes through, but we'll have DRS on him, and hopefully with better tires. After all, we pitted a lap later than these guys, so we go around the outside, sort of the Aston Martin, and the fact that we corrected our setup might help us, because look at this, we're catching Hamilton. He's on the medium tires, and on lap 9 we go for an attack, a beautiful move around the outside, and that Mercedes is struggling, and so does Leclerc. He's here. Yeah, we are gaining on him with a full battery. We deploy ERS and activate our DRS. Can we pull this move? Oh, he pushes us really hard. You can't do that, man. Oh, yeah, I know. Only 2 laps left. Only 3 laps left, yeah. But you can't defend like that. But anyways, we set the fastest lap of the race on lap 10. And we tried to pull out the same move we made on Hamilton, but it didn't work on Leclerc. But we will try again on this Camel Straight again to get into DRS. Can we do this? Only 2 laps left, and it seems like we are too far back from him to actually go for a move, so we need to wait another lap, but only 2 laps remaining. We're catching Paris though. Oh no, it was Max, yeah. Sorry, and we go white. Oh. Is this our hopes for P3 over? Hamilton is right behind us as well. Will he use ERS? Just trying to get that DRS. And we're gaining him. So yeah, DRS will be activated. Whoa, we're pushing him through Eau Rouge. So ERS as early as now. DRS, and can we go for glory around the outside? And it's P3. Whoa. Next up, Max. I don't know what can happen here. But yeah, we're too far back. But it's P3. I always want more, but yeah, let's just stop and appreciate our effort. We get in P3 in a McLaren. With upgrades, yeah, I will agree. But still, it's P3, it's a podium, man, it's a podium. Just need to finish this race. Another twist in this Grand Prix, as there is rain on the last lap. Nearly break our front wing. Oh, we go through to P2. What happened to that Red Bull? Man, why are you going so slow? And we, just like that, in the last corners, we still P2 from Max. Yeah, destroying this Red Bull 1-2, and we finish here. A race completed. What a crazy race that was. Oh my goodness. Starting on the intermediate tires, then going to the softs, and then rain on the last lap. Whoa. I'm sure you enjoyed this one, guys, as people are crossing the finish line. We have Sainz recovering to P6, but Perez wins it. And he is now, well, we'll see how many points did he gain on Sainz. But anyways, a huge blow to the Ferrari man's title hopes. What we also need to mention is that Albon is getting his first points of the season. Another point into the Williams bag. Bottas right in front of him in P9. Ocon, although his teammate DNF'd, he was able to get to that P8, and an important 4 points, as we scored 19 points, so -4 is 15, -5 is 10, so we had 10 points ahead of the Alpine, so we actually take P5 in the Constructors' Championship, as we see Joe cross the line, and here we are. The results confirmed. Perez takes the victory today, but an unusual podium sitters. It's me and Verstappen. I separated two Red Bulls and sort of saved Ferrari a few points in their battle for P1 in the Constructors. We saw McLaren Sainz P4 and P6, not a really great result. And here, Bottas and Albon, as I already mentioned. Yeah, it's a pity that Norris did not finish in this race. But we overtake Alpine, that's satisfying. And for Lando, hope he will have more luck in the next races, as it's already round number 13. So next we'll go to Italy, then to Singapore. But yeah, what do we have here in the driver standings? Perez grows the gap to 22 points. And that is quite unfortunate for this Ferrari man. Next up we have Leclerc, who's now only one single point behind his teammate. Verstappen also not far back. It can really turn into a hot battle between these four drivers. For us, we overtake Fernando Alonso, who DNF'd in this race. A pretty decent result. Also, Stroll is in P10, I guess, now. Then in the in the second half of the standings, we have Magnussen only 1 point ahead of Gasly. Lando still in P14. Yeah, 2 DNFs in a row. What do we have? Yeah, Bottas in P17 now. He overtakes Ricciardo and Tsunoda. Albon scores his first point, as I said. That's it for our driver settings, and let's actually look at our constructors. And look at that, Red Bull actually takes the lead of it with 10 points gap to Ferrari. We overtake Alpine for 5th place, 13 points till Aston Martin. I don't think we'll catch them rapidly, especially with upgrades coming for them next weekend. But I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye to the Belgium Grand Prix. This is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for even more Monoposto content. Don't forget to join our Discord server. You can find lots of interesting information there. Also, please leave a Google Play review for the game. It really helps Marco. Have a really great week ending ahead of you, and I'll see you guys next time.